welcome to the Doctor of Business Administration webinar. We are here today to talk a little bit about the program and how it can best fit into your academic goals. My name is Jill Stanislawski. I'm the DBA concierge, so what my role is to help you as far as the administrative side. So any of your prospective issues, as a prospective student, any questions that you have, any issues as far as admissions and getting documents in, and any things as far as registration, what classes to take next, that would be me. Joining me today is Dr. Ryan Hunsford, and I'll let him tell a little bit about himself.
Thank you, Jill. I joined the University of the Incarnate Word in 2010, and I currently am Professor of Management, and I chair the DBA program. So in addition to program chair, I teach the business ethics course in the program, as well as the publication and presentation course, and then the dissertation courses. So we'll have a couple of opportunities to have you as a student, aside from being your program chair.
Excellent. Yeah, I didn't include that part in mine. I've been at the university for about 5 years, just to let you know. I have a little experience doing a bunch of things for the university. So anyway, welcome to the webinar, and let's get started. Okay, the first slide is to talk a little bit about the University of Incarnate Word, just to let you know a little history, that it was founded in 1881 by the Sisters of Charity. It's located in the heart of San Antonio. It is the largest Catholic university in Texas, and the fourth largest private university in Texas, and we have approximately 10,000 students, and that's growing. So it is here in San Antonio, like I said, so it's a great place to be, and a great place for you to start your education.
We also have Division I football.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about an overview of the program. The Doctor of Business Administration creates scholar practitioners who are able to provide meaningful contributions to the advancement of business research and practice. It's a little bit different. The DBA is a little bit different than a PhD. Dr. Lunsford, would you talk a little bit about what the differences are?
So a traditional PhD program in business would be focused on primary research, as opposed to the Doctor of Business Administration program that employs the scholar practitioner model. So the type of research that will be conducted and the type of publications that will result from the program will be more focused on real-world practitioners rather than theory.
Great. Okay. Let's go on to the next slide here. Just to give you another overview, it's a 45-hour program, so that's very convenient. Seems to be the students seem to really be enjoy that it's a shorter format. Obviously, 45-hour program, 3 hours each, so there are 15 courses within the program. Just to give you an overview of kind of the degree plan a little bit, there's courses, the courses in areas of business ethics, qualitative and quantitative research, survey design, writing for publication and presentation, marketing, research and analysis, research design and analysis, econometrics is another one, contemporary global issues, and then of course your last 9 hours. So that just kind of gives you a basic idea of the kind of courses that are offered within the DBA program that are on the degree. Okay, your last 9 hours will be a culminating experience. There are 3 options there. You can do a peer-reviewed publication, you can do a conference presentation, or you can do a work-based project. I believe you have to pick 2. Is that correct? You have to pick 2. You can't do 3 of the same. So 2 of those have to be covered within the 9 hours. Dr. Lunsford, can you talk a little bit about the difference and what each of those look like?
Sure. So in addition to graduating with your terminal business degree, we want you to begin to build your curriculum vitae. So one of the requirements is that when you graduate, you have at least 1 double-blind peer-reviewed publication on your CV or resume, and at least 1 conference presentation. Most students will have more than 1, but at a minimum, we want you to graduate with that experience. So a peer-reviewed publication, obviously, is the result of a submission and acceptance to a scholarly journal. And it would go before review board, a review panel. They would recommend changes to you, and you would implement those before the article is accepted for publication. A professional conference presentation is similar in that it also must be approved by the conference committee, and you must be either invited or accepted to make a presentation. But you typically are making a verbal presentation, maybe aided with a poster or with a PowerPoint presentation, but it's different from the publication in that it's not primarily a written piece, but a verbal piece. And then the works-based project is an option that we have for individuals that may work for the military, or they may work for a proprietary company, or they may work for an organization that has a particular project that is worthy of dissertation credit, and yet the result of that project could not be published or presented because of the nature of the work. So that gives us an option for students in that situation.
Excellent. Yeah, so just make sure that when you're ready to take those 9 hours, you reach out to me or Dr. Lunsford, and so that we can, so that he's able to know what you're doing and how that's going to work as far as fulfilling the requirements of that part of your degree. Let's go to the next slide. The objectives, again, of the Doctor of Business Administration is to develop innovative principles and practices in business, operations, and management, conduct research for solving problems, making decisions, and communicating results and recommendations, using technology to achieve organizational and professional goals, to employ ethical leadership capabilities and to solve domestic and global issues, and communicate effectively in diverse environments. Dr. Lunsford, what do you see graduates of the DBA as far as future opportunities?
So a number of opportunities, and they really come from one's purpose in applying to the program. So kind of the broad categories that we have seen to this point is individuals that are transitioning from being a military officer into the for-profit or nonprofit sector. Individuals that are looking to take that next step in the workplace, so they envision themselves staying with their current employer, but maybe moving from a mid to a senior level position. And then we also have a number of students that want to go into consulting, or they think they may want to go into academia, either as an adjunct instructor on a part-time basis or full-time. So those are kind of the 4 broad categories of students in terms of their objectives and what they hope to do with their DBA.
Is it true, though, that if students want to go into academia more, that they're probably better off with a PhD versus a DBA?
It would depend upon the type of university that they would see them best fitting with.
Okay.
If they are looking for a traditional tenure track position at a Tier 1 research state university, then in most situations the PhD would be a better fit for them.
Okay, great. Thank you. There are 2 methods of instruction within the DBA. There is one that's 100% online, and then there's another one that's classroom blended. And how that works is that students can either watch the lecture in real time, or they can it's actually recorded for them to watch sometime during the week. So that's what your 100% online students are going to be the ones that do either one of those methods. The classroom blended method is for students that actually are in the San Antonio area or close to the San Antonio area and want to have the classroom experience. There's high flexibility in this program, which is one of the really advantageous parts of this program, is that you can either do either one, and you can actually, if you happen to be in San Antonio for a weekend or whatever and you want to join the class, you're certainly welcome to do that at any time.
Absolutely, and I have several students in my current course that live in Denver or Dallas or Houston that will take a Southwest flight and maybe come in once a month for that in-person interaction with their classmates. But as you mentioned, there's no commitment that has to be made that you will be 100% online or that you will be 100% in person. It's completely flexible, so if you choose to come to class every other time or only once a semester and then join us virtually via Zoom and Blackboard for the other modules, then that flexibility is there for you as well.
Yeah, that's really great. I mean, I would really recommend that you do take advantage of getting to know some of the students. Just need observing, coming, the first of class. Just they have a really good rapport, and I think you would enjoy getting to know the people and the instructors in the class. Let's go to the next slide. Classes are held on Friday nights, and the Friday night class is from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. and then all day Saturday, every other weekend. There's two classes on Saturday. One is from 8 a.m. to noon, and the other one is from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So you're able to, if you wanted to take 3 classes, you could take one Friday night, one Saturday morning, and one Saturday afternoon. There are 3 start dates per year, so we have 16-week semesters. There's spring, summer, fall. Fall semester, well, the first class, I believe, is August 29th will be the first, and this term will actually start on that Monday before class starts. Like I said, if you're interested, like I said, there are 16-week terms. They seem to come up pretty quick, but you're welcome to jump. There's not a pure cohort, so you can jump in at any time. You can start in either the spring, summer, or fall term. Okay, next I'll talk a little bit about the admissions process. You need to have earned a master's degree in business, preferably an MBA from a regionally accredited university. Your GPA needs to be a 3.0 or better. The registrar will need official transcripts. I will tell you that I will be happy to take unofficial transcripts for the admissions process. However, you will, within your first semester, need to get the official transcripts into us so that you do not get a hold on your records. So that's super important. Like I said, you're welcome to email me those transcripts and have the official ones sent from your university as soon as possible. You'll need 2 letters of recommendation. One needs to be a professional letter of recommendation, and the second needs to be an academic letter of recommendation. We'll need a current resume and a written statement of purpose. The statement of purpose is just why you want to pursue a DBA and why you think it fits into your educational goals, how that would look. The resume and the statement of purpose can be emailed to me as part of your admission packet. I would prefer that the 2 letters of recommendation be emailed from your recommenders. And then I'll add those, compile those, and add those to your file. Once your file is complete, it will be sent over to the admissions committee, who will make a decision in your file, and then I'll let you know by email, and then also the dean will send you a letter of admissions. The application, the link is there, so it's on our DBA website, dba.uiw.edu. It's up in the upper left-hand, there's a tab for admissions, and the application is there. So like I said, I will be your contact as far as getting all your documents in, and please let me know if there's anything I can do to assist you with that process. The tuition is $940 per credit hour. You can see how it's divided up. If you take 3 courses per semester, that's your total. If you definitely take 2 and you take 6 credit hours, that's your total, and 1 course per semester. This is based on the 2017-2018 academic year. As far as textbooks, are there textbooks in the class? Is that an additional cost? Does it depend on the class?
It depends on the class, Jill.
Okay.
So, for example, my ethics class, we don't have a textbook. I select articles and case studies and simulations. And so it really just varies depending upon the subject matter that's being studied.
Okay. This is just a slide about financial aid. I know a lot of y'all have a lot of questions about financial aid. That's who you would contact. I actually have a really good contact for financial aid, so if you have any issues, they can get really busy at certain times of the year. Please reach out to me if you have any issues getting a hold of anybody, and especially financial aid. I kind of can try to get somebody to help you as quickly as possible. I know how important it is to get your financial aid and get it taken care of quickly. So like I said, everything there is their Twitter and their Facebook information is there, their phone number, email. So please utilize that and let me know if there's any way I can help you with your financial aid. Okay, the last slide is to contact you. Again, that's me, and that's my contact information. Please reach out to me if I can help you throughout the entire process. We are more than happy to help you. Thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, please ask them in the Q&A over on your computer, and we'll see if we can answer those. Other than that, thank you for joining us. Thank you, Dr. Lunsford, for your contribution, and have a great afternoon. Thank you.